See that guy right there? Staring back at you? That is your greatest opponent. I believe that's true in the ring, and I believe that's true in life as well. You're a false creed. How's it going, everyone? Daniel Rodriguez here, aka Big D. It's time to review another movie. This time it is the latest movie stars Sylvester Stallone and Michael B. Jordan. This movie, man, has been very in works for a long time, man. It is a spin-off to the Rocky franchise, basically passing the torch. Sylvester Stallone returns back as Rocky Balboa. Michael B. Jordan, the new kid on the block, basically. He's been around for, a few years, man. Of course, earlier this year he did Fantastic Four. Other than that, Fruitvale Station, I mean, he's come out in countless other movies, dude. That movie with Miles Teller from Fantastic Four, and Zac Efron, that movie. Not We Are Your Friend, something like that. It was a movie with them and eating ice cream and everything. But for sure, man, Michael B. Jordan is one of my favorite actors of this new generation. He's fantastic, dude, honestly. Besides Fantastic Four. Other than that, he is just fantastic, and I have not seen Fruitvale Station yet, but the man who directed Fruitvale Station, Ryan Coogler, directed this movie. And I know Michael B. Jordan he's a nomination for what? Did he have a nomination for an Oscar or something, or some award? Because he's awesome. He is truly, he gives a performance. And let's get right into this, man. This is a non-spoiler review. I'm just going to give you my pros and cons and final score, tell you whether or not you should go check out this movie. If you're smart, you've probably already seen this movie, man, because it's probably the greatest time for it to come out during Thanksgiving week. So here we go. This is my non-spoiler review for Creed. Fun fact for you guys, this is not on the band Creed. I just found that out right now. No, I'm kidding. This is a budget of $35 million, which is most likely going to make back when the box office reports come back in. So let's get right to it. I'm going to get started with my pros. Make sure to have your arms wide open, with arms wide open. Here we go. First off, the acting in here is spectacular, man. Is it, the greatest acting of the year? Well, there's a lot of movies out there, man, but honestly, Michael B. Jordan, Sylvester Stallone, all them, dude. I mean, hell, Sylvester Stallone brings the comedy in here, man. I mean, my man S.H.I.E.L.D, he literally just brings the comedy in here. He brings the heartbreak in here, the intense moments, the motivational, dramatic yelling moments. I mean, he is the greatest mentor you could ever have, Rocky Balboa, man. The acting, again, is just Apollo Creed's son, Adonis, a.k.a. Donnie, Michael B. Jordan. He in here is spectacular. I mean, other people in the movie that you see and surrounded upon, the acting is as realistic as can be, like Donnie's opponents and them yelling in the ring. I mean, it is as realistic as can possibly be, and that's what I love about it, man. Again, the acting is just awesome in here. The directing, Ryan Coogler's directing, this is his second, I believe, film to direct. Like, this is a bigger movie than Fruitvale Station, by the way. This is a major motion picture. So, I mean, the way that he directs, and I've seen, and I love how Ryan Coogler, I saw the behind the scenes, and he's literally interacting. He's in the ring, and he's just playing around with some of the boxers and everything, and it's amazing. He was there. I mean, obviously the director has to be there the whole time, but he was in there. I mean, he was intense. He's interacting with people. He's not just there saying, cut, action. He's literally there helping and doing as much as he can. I love how he just interacts with everyone as much as he can. So Ryan Coogler, man, the directing was fantastic. The other time this movie reminded me a lot, and I'm not, it's not a racist thing, it's not nothing like that. I'm saying this movie, the last movie that I saw that was this well made, directing, writing, and acting, was Straight Outta Compton. That was the last movie that I saw that really motivated you and changed you, man, because this movie does motivate you a lot, man. But we'll get to that in a few seconds. Sylvester Stallone, aka Rocky Balboa, amazing in here, man. At first, he walks in, how do you know all this? At first, little, Stallone, a little stale, and then it just built up, man. And I've missed Stallone, man. Yeah, sure, Expendables, boom, 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 but him back in his old counterpart. I mean, you gotta imagine replayed Rocky, what, 30 years ago, you know, a long time ago, very, very long ago, and then coming back to it so many years later, trying to be the same character, it's, yeah, you gotta go back to that mood, you know, it's not that easy. So definitely he is a great part of this movie, and he's a big part of this movie as well. And he just motivates you, even you. He's not even talking to you, he's talking to Adonis, but he's motivating you as well. The motivation in here, like I said, one step at a time, and just the training that Adonis goes through, dude. I mean, literally, the shadow boxing and you see him, and this thing, you just can't wake up in the morning and be like, I'm gonna be a boxer, and then by the end of the day be Rocky Balboa. It takes months, it takes years to even reach that status. I mean, it's not for everyone, and the training, and you know, I mean, literally, they did that in Southpaw as well, which is another boxing movie that came out this year. Jake Gyllenhaal, excuse me for that. I mean, what is it called with that ropes like that, and you're like that, and you're like, that, I can't do that, I can't. I mean, so honestly, the training in here is awesome, honestly, and to see Michael B. Jordan doing it, it was really cool. I mean, there are many cool scenes, there's a lot of cool shots in here, the cinematography, capturing the fights, the way that they capture the fights, the camera is in the ring, and then it's going like that. It's all fantastic, man. It literally is. The dialogue as well, there are a lot of heartbreaking speeches in here, and then there's a lot of motivational, like I said, there's a lot of good comedy add-ons. I mean, the comedy always works in this movie, so it definitely has a sprinkle of everything, of every emotion in there. The fighting in here was, I'm honestly going to be honest, it was better than Southpaw's fighting. Southpaw's fighting was intense, but I mean, literally, you have Conlon, the main guy, the main villain of the movie, you could say, the main opponent of Donnie, and just the way that they move, and I mean, it was an intense fight. I mean, literally, my whole theater was into it, dude. We were just, oh, yeah, I don't watch boxing. I'm not a boxing person. So me going to go see a boxing movie, my favorite boxing movie of all time is Raging Bull, by the way, Jake LaMotta. But seriously, I mean, the whole thing of this movie, it's boom, boom, boom. I mean, it's seriously an entertaining ride. Get your popcorn out, man. I mean, you got your crying moments, you got your ha 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 moments, Rocky, you know, have a nostalgia. This is how I picture the film and how I say it. For the older people, it's nostalgia. For the younger people, it's motivation. It's basically the two ways it goes. Older people, nostalgia. Younger, motivation together. You know, that's how we do. I mean, that's basically a perfect way to say it. It's a passing of the torch, man. Honestly, I could see Michael B. Jordan coming back for another Creed movie, but I'm pretty sure they're not going to do it. But continuing Donnie, you know, boom, 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 we could honestly see another one of those, man. It's seriously very, very awesome in there. Michael B. Jordan, like I said, fantastic in here. He brings the feels as well. The practical effects, the cuts, the scars, the bleeding, all of that was, you know, as intense as can be. Very brutal at times. I mean, if you've seen a swollen eye, I was grossed out last night, by the way. I'm not going to tell you who had the swollen eye, but I mean, ew, the swollen eye, it was like, you know what I mean? Like, it was, ew. It was gross as hell. Funny, Carlin, the villain, Full Creed, that guy. He's awesome as a villain. I like his accent, by the way. You gotta admit, his accent's pretty awesome. And again, the training. So the only cons I could really say about this movie for Creed is it is slow at times. Only a few times. There was 2 or 3 scenes in this movie where I wanted to take out my phone. I never do that. I'm just saying that feeling, you know, when you want to take out your phone and check the time, where you were like, this is a little long, because this is like a 2-hour and 12-minute movie, and that's not long. I mean, I've seen longer movies in that aspect. It was like 40 minutes longer than that. But, you know what I mean? Like, you just wanted it to, you know, you're like, pick up the pace, because sometimes it does go a little slow at times, but only a few scenes. That's it. Other times, the pacing's good, the directing, the acting is all on spot. I mean, it seriously is such a really great movie. Other than that, we need more of Donnie and Mom scenes. We never got to see him and his mom that much. So I kind of wish we got to see a little bit more of that, but we didn't get to, sadly, get to that. They didn't get to fit that in, which, you know, they could have added, this movie could have added a little bit more minutes, but it's alright. I mean, the pacing was amazing for the most part. So other than that, the acting, the directing, the fighting, everything like that, the last movie I saw was straight out of Compton. I mean, I've seen many movies before them, but I'm saying that really, really impacted the experience was these two movies, man. And the directing, dude, I love the cinematography in here. It definitely captures a Philadelphia feel so well. It's pretty damn awesome, guys. Pretty damn awesome. And having Rocky back, Sylvester Stallone gives an amazing performance. So I'm gonna end up giving Creed, guys. Here's my rating for Creed: a 9 out of a 10. It is great, guys. It is a great movie. Is it worth watching in theaters? Yes. On the big screen, dude, and the sound system as well, dude. I don't like the amplifiers, the stereos on the side and everything. You hear someone yelling on the left side. You think it's someone in the theater. Like, who's yelling? It's actually in the movie. I never get to experience that much. That was really cool. I like that. I don't know if you guys get to experience that all the time, but that's pretty awesome for me. Either way, 9 out of 10. Take your family out. Take your daughter, your sister, your brother, your aunt, your uncle. All the family could enjoy going. After Thanksgiving, eat your food. Go and see Creed. False Creed. Seriously, fun movie, guys. And at the end, and the credits, they show like what it could be like in 3D. I was like laughing. I was like, oh, if only Creed was in 3D, that would be pretty funny. But seriously, it's a fun ride, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about the film. Please do not spoil it. If you are, at least say you're going to spoil, so people will know. But either way than that, hit that like button if you really enjoyed this review, and make sure to hit that subscribe button. I just reviewed The Secret in Their Eyes, The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2, and the night before. Upcoming reviews will be Spotlight, Krampus, and Victor Frankenstein. You're welcome. See you guys for the next one. Spock be with you always. Happy Thanksgiving.